The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Guys, please confirm audio video. Everyone, please. Alright, let's get started with the recap. In the previous session, we have seen variable is something where we store the data in the memory, but we need to give some name for the location. And in that case, variable is name given for that location. Along with that, we also seen that not only variable, but we also need to tell type of the variable, then only work will be complete. Now guys, please note, when we do a large number of coding, 100 line, 1000 lines of coding, at that time, we want our team member to understand what we are doing. If they are not able to understand our code, then what is the point? So at that time, see, imagine we have 1000 lines of code. So how you will make this code suitable or readable for your team member, or I will say your colleague. So this is the supportive point, and tell me what you will do. Okay, good. Please note, imagine, let's say you are maintaining monthly expenses of your home. What you will do is you will give some extra statement so that your spouse will understand what actually you are mentioning for. For example, you can see 100 USD you spent last month, 500 USD for something, 200 USD for something, and what is the purpose? Food during weekend, fuel. So this kind of additional statement you will write, which will give more clarity to the reader. Same way, in Salesforce coding, we write comments to give additional information to the reader. So guys, comment is a special text which we write for our understanding, which we write for our understanding. And please note, so that our teammates realize our code and our internal team communication will become smooth. Please note, comment is not at all coding. It's not coding. Comment is not coding. It's a simple English statement. For example, let's say you are writing three lines, double rate of interest 9.25. But to give additional information, you are actually telling this detail, you are telling this information. So this is the rate of interest of bank as per 1 January 2009. Like this, you can mention. So please note this one. So this is called as comment. That last line is called comment. So in the front side of last line, there are two forward slash. So whatever comes after two forward slash, Salesforce will assume, okay, it's a comment, and it is not something important in terms of coding. It's not coding. It's not for me. It is for the developer and his or her team. And this way, Salesforce will neglect this. Okay, please. So this way, comment is very useful for our inter-team communication. Next, by the way, comment is not a skill. It's not a skill. It's your responsibility. For those who want to become a good developer, using comment in the office is a mandatory thing. It's a compulsory thing in the office. You must use comment. No matter you are a technically strong person, you are good in coding, but if you are not doing commenting, guys, it means you are not a good team player. It means you are not a good team player. Okay, please note. Next, by the way, the problem is because of in the absence of comment, your team members will suffer in the office when you are on the leave and they have to do some kind of work on your code. They will suffer. That is the problem of comment. Or I will say that is the problem of avoiding comment. Now, let's see what kind of different ways are there to give comments. Single line comment like this, forward slash. By the way, not backward slash. Please note that, not backward slash. See, look at your keyboard. On your keyboard, there is a question mark. So that slash comes with the question mark. Example, double rate of interest 9.25, and this is rate of interest as per bank 1 January 2009. Now you can see this two forward slash is that comment. Okay, next. Now suppose we have so many lines. Then what to do? Because whatever we have done, it is good when we have two lines, three lines, four lines. But suppose we have 1000 lines, then what we are going to do? 1000 lines. Okay, so now let's see what we are going to do. Then we use multi-line comment facility. Multi-line comment facility. Look at this. So just before starting, we need to give single forward slash and star. And at the end, star single forward slash. That's it. That's it. So please note that another way to handle this is two double slash. But is it good? Every line you have to give two double slash. Instead of that, just at the starting this, just at the ending this, and problem solve. Next. Now guys, after this, the moral of this discussion, the ideal format of your code is going to be something like that. Look at this. Please note that here we are giving separate section for variable declaration, because here I have given this variable declaration all variables. By the way, I can give this kind of single general comment variable declaration, or line by line comment also I can give like this line by line comment. Next, variable initialization, business logic creation. Business logic creation. That's it. Okay, three sections. Please note you can even write separate initialization and mix initialization declaration. For example, this is also correct. In the same line declaration, in the same line giving the value, this is correct, which I will recommend. Sorry, which I will not recommend, but this one I will recommend. Integer, age of agile, and then in the next line, give the value. Why? Because see, you have a facility for different lines commenting. You can give commenting at different lines. So please note this one. And it's easy to maintain and easy to help. Easily we can help our colleagues to write separate lines. So whenever you need proper commenting, then prefer second option, not the first. So it's time to play the quiz. 2 minutes of time. Your time starts now. Excellent, guys. Good job. Almost everyone did it right, did it correctly. Super. Please note, I will give the answer to understand how you can do it. So, please note, first of all, in this scenario, first step, variable declaration. All the variables are declaring here. Next, variable initialization. Initialize all your variables here. And finally, business logic implementation. Whatever business logic you have, whatever, just mention, and that's it. So now, let's proceed. For another back to back quiz for you. Please proceed. Tell me what are all the best practices we learn for your programming career. Please proceed. 1 minute. Good. So, guys, first of all, we understood variable name should be lengthy. Should be lengthy, not short. Plus, we understood we need to use comments as much as possible. Separate section for variable declaration, initialization, and business logic. Variable declaration, initialization, and business logic. Next. Now, few things which are new for you. Few things which are new for you. Okay. We need to add where at the beginning of every variable like this. Instead of this, we should use this. Any idea why? Please tell me why. Almost everyone gave correct answer. When we are mentioning where age, it becomes easy for your colleague to understand this variable, XYZ variable. why this is created. And this is a variable. See, when you quickly see any code, when you try to understand what is the meaning of the code, and when you see var word, it will not take much time for you to understand it's variable. Var means variable, like that. So always keep this habit, okay? So everyone will understand which is variable, which is not variable in your office. And next thing is keep the variable's first name capital. Means, okay, see, I can declare a variable where age of Ajay like this also. It is not good. But remember, I'm saying it's not wrong. It's correct. Means it's valid. But it's not good because see, it's difficult to read. But here, if I'm writing first letter capital, it's a good practice. Readable, more readable. So please follow this practice. By the way, there is no fixed rule as such of coding for the Salesforce companies. Like, for example, same set of rules to follow by all the Salesforce companies like TCS, Cognizant, Infosys. No. Please note, different companies follow different rules and regulations. There is no fixed pattern that everyone should follow so and so pattern. Okay, so remember this. So what Cognizant follow should not be the same for TCS. So that's why whenever you get job, you check with your senior what kind of coding practices we are following, and accordingly you can plan. Check with them what kind of coding practices you are following, and accordingly you proceed. So your senior will help you in this. And why I'm telling you all these things, I'm telling you all these things because just by doing Salesforce course, can you hear me? Please confirm. Please confirm now. Okay. So I was telling you that you need to, after joining, speak with your senior, ask what kind of best practices or what kind of coding format we are following, and do accordingly. Because in this scenario, there is no fixed format that every company should follow. Okay, so please note this point. And that's why just by doing Salesforce course is not enough for your daily success in office. You need to learn how to do job in the office. Please note. And that's important. And that's more important. And that's the benefit of doing job somewhere after admin. Next. So just don't learn. Practically see how the job happens. And one more reason for doing such job is you will often listen a word best practice in the interview, in the exam, in the job, in the office, because by your seniors, because Salesforce market is quite serious about following the best practices. Here also, in upcoming sessions, you will learn best practices. The same, so in your office, they will expect you, they will expect from you to know best practices, how best practices work, how things happen, standard pattern in the office, and you accordingly use that. Next. So now this is interview question of a beginner level person. Is Apex programming case sensitive? Answer is no. No, no, not case sensitive. Means what? Now tell me what is the difference between this? Tell me what is the difference between these three variables? Yes, correct. Please note just a change in the capital small, capital A, small a, just a change. Remember, Apex is a case insensitive language. It will not focus capital small. It will not focus at all. It will not focus on all these things. Next. But wait. Now this was for interview point of view. But as your career mentor, my advice will be for you to focus on the case properly during the coding, because if you build a bad habit of not following the case somewhere capital, somewhere small, this kind of bad habit you are following, then in future when you learn LWC programming, which we will give you in the video, the bonus videos at that time, then at that time you will find quite difficulty. You will face lots of challenges, lots of problems, because in LWC programming the capital small case matters, because LWC programming has JavaScript, and JavaScript is very strict in terms of case, small capital case, very strict, it will not tolerate. So you will waste so many hours in the office because of this mistake. So what we have seen in the past, just a small capital mistake. Let's say instead of writing var age, someone wrote, let's say, something like this. Okay, in the JavaScript, and he's getting lots of error. He's not able to understand. He spent 1 hour, 2 hour, lots of time. And finally he realized that just a small case issue wasted his 2 hours in the office. This is a very common thing we have seen with the people. So guys, that's why my suggestion: be very careful from the beginning only. From the beginning only, build good habits, not bad habits. In future, you will be given some basics of JavaScript video also, LWC video also. At that time, you will understand why it is so important. Okay. So in simple words, moral: try to be a disciplined coder and from the beginning only follow the cases. For those people who came from Java .NET background, you might be using something called as INT. Let me tell you, here we don't have anything called as INT in Salesforce. We have integer. So like this, so many things, like this, so many issues will be faced by those who already know coding of other technology. And that's why forget your past and start from fresh. Please note. Forget your past and start from fresh. Because you will have confusion what to use, what not to use. Okay, in your office. Next. And those people who are not coming from IT, there is no problem for you. Just simply nothing to forget for you. Okay. By the way, those people who are outside of India, please type yes. In the past, India. Now outside of India. Type yes. Okay. So in India, we do driving from left hand side. In USA or other countries, UK, Australia, we do driving from right hand side. So at the beginning, you might have had lots of confusion. But then what solution you applied? You forgot everything about your driving in India. Start from blank zero. And then you could drive without any confusion. Please type yes. If this is the same thing happen with you, all people who are saying yes outside of India. Good. So that's the solution. Same way in Salesforce, if you are coming from some .NET Java background, forget that past, start from fresh. Otherwise, confusion. Now, guys, in the next session, we are going to see advanced type of variables, and that is something quite important point. Anyways, that's part of our next session agenda. We are done with our today's agenda. Let's meet tomorrow.